Our next guest, Lyle Hanna, president of Hanna Resource Group, is what you'd call a human resources guru. So his newest endeavor of connecting human resources here in Central Kentucky should come as no surprise. No stranger to nonprofit causes, Lyle is past chair of the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce and has been intimately involved in the expansion of Habitat for Humanity into over 90 countries around the globe, and was featured in Fortune magazine for his success at balancing his role with Habitat and his professional career. He is founding director of the Board Authority, a not-for-profit organization designed to provide education and support to individuals aspiring to serve on local, regional, or national level boards. Well, Lyle, it is great to have you. I know that we've been looking forward to this time where we could talk to you about connecting the community and Bluegrass Connectors.
People that help solve problems, people that help move our community forward. And oftentimes they're unsung heroes. But we would ask you, tell us, share with us who you turn to when you need to solve a problem in your neighborhood or in your community, in your city. And we want to know who those people are, because we think identifying those people and bringing them together and helping them know each other helps solve problems in a much more rapid fashion.
Okay, so you're talking about bringing a network of people together in a much more organized manner for the shift in the community? Is that what we're referring to? Well,
that's it. You know what? Communities are always trying to improve. So many people put great effort into improving their community. But what's interesting is sometimes they may be doing something in Harrodsburg and in Versailles, and both groups are working on it, but they don't know about it. So what if we could not reinvent the wheel so many times and actually put them together, let them work on it together and move forward even faster?
So now, what made you think about this idea, Lyle? Was it working with different key leaders on issues? What brought this up?
I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. I just happen to be the person who brought it to Lexington and to Central Kentucky. But you know why I learned about this? Because there's a woman named Dr. Karen Stevenson. She's a Harvard PhD, and she's been working on this in businesses for 35 years. She's worked with almost 600 major business organizations around the world, and she's done this in communities in Europe. But a couple of years ago, 2005, she did it in Philadelphia. And it helped them see things that they didn't recognize about their community, places where they had connectors and places where they had disconnects. Mm-hmm. And then she did it in Louisville, Kentucky, and it was a great project over there. In fact, Leadership Louisville that ran the project said it's the best project they've ever done, and they've been around for years. And now she's doing it in Tucson and in Portland, Oregon. So we happen to be the 5th community to do it in the United States, and we thought, if Dr. Stevenson was willing to do it here, we should do it here.
Okay, and I agree with you there. So how does it work?
So how does it work? Great question. You know what? It's so simple for people to be involved because, great information comes from people in the community. So we've set up a website. It's called Bluegrass Connectors. Anybody can go there and fill out the survey. Just 7 questions. Very simple. If you only want to fill out 1, 2, or 3, that's fine. Any questions you want to fill out are fine. And all you do is nominate people. Basically, we say to you, our communities are great because we have great people helping drive success. And what we want you to do is help us identify who those people are. And here, we're doing something unique, and that is we're not just doing Lexington. Like in Philadelphia, they just did Philadelphia. Right. We're going to come up with lists in all the communities around here. So they'll hopefully, if we get enough input, that's what we're looking for, is we'll have a Nicholasville list and a Versailles list and a Harrodsburg list and a Georgetown list and a Mount Vernon list. Right. And anybody can jump on board. So we started out communicating this to 9 counties, but already Frankfort has said, we want in, and that's fine. They don't have to do anything. All they have to do is answer the survey. And the rest is left up to us to work out.
Unsung heroes in our community. Huh?
Unsung heroes, right. They're people that don't get credit for all they do. We'd like to recognize those people because you know what? In doing that, what happens? Those people will do more. Right. They'll do more if they're encouraged. And that's what we want to do, encourage people who are already doing great things in our communities to even do more great things for our communities.
Lyle, as you know, our show is about awareness for nonprofit organizations. How does this impact the nonprofit sector, the Bluegrass Connector Project?
Well, we know it'll have a huge positive impact on the nonprofit sector. If there were no more nonprofits, we would be really challenged in our community.
You stole my line.
That's all right. That's a great line. I love it. Any way you spell it, it's a good line.
Right.
And The cool thing about this is that it's actually being performed by nonprofits. The nonprofits are what drive so much community activity. You know, businesses, I run a business. The business's job is to do the business of that business. Right. But the nonprofit's job is to improve the communities that we live in, and that is critical. You know what, I want to just say a word about this. I've traveled all over the world. I've worked for Habitat for Humanity all over the world. And what distinguishes the rest of the world from us is our nonprofits. Our nonprofits do so many good things to enhance our quality of life. It's amazing. And this will do the same thing. As we get those nonprofits working together, as they become better connected, they're able to provide greater service, better quality service, and that will ultimately end up driving revenue for them and making them more popular in the community.
Right. Lyle, I certainly appreciate your passion surrounding that, because as I jokingly said, that's my line when I say, what would happen if there were no more nonprofits? Well, what would happen?
We'd be in trouble. You know, not only do they provide good service, but they are employers. Right. And right now, what we need is as many employers as we can get to help continue to boost our economy. Nonprofits are under a struggle right now. They're under a challenge, a financial challenge. So many of them are.
Well, Lyle, we certainly appreciate you coming by the studio. We really appreciate that passion and enthusiasm you have surrounding the nonprofit sector, and we look forward to continuing to keep up with the Bluegrass Connector project. And once again, thank you for coming by.
Thank you, Brian. It's been a pleasure.